Okay, today we're going to be looking at Unit 5.6, Average Value. The first thing to keep in mind is the formula, which is used to find the average value of f on the interval from a to b equals 1 over b minus a on the integral a to b. Our first example is a simple population problem. The population of orange can be modeled by the function p equals f at t equals 840 times 1.057 to the t, where p is the number of people in thousands since 2010. Use this function to predict the average population in orange between 2030 and 2040. So here we got to remember that we have to keep our formula in mind, and then we're going to write our base equation up top. F of t equals 840 times 1.057 to the t. Then we just start plugging things in. So first start with our b and a values, which would be our b value is going to be 30 years because it is 30 years from 2010 to 2040. And then our a value is going to be 20 years because it's 20 years from 2010 to 2030. So then we're just going to set it up 1 over 30 minus 20 on the integral of 20 to 30, and then 840 times 1.057 to the t. Then eventually we would take the antiderivative of this, and our fraction out front would be 1 over 10 on the integral from 20 to 30, and then 840 times, now we have 1.057 to the t over ln 1.057, and this is because of this, because it's the antiderivative. I just did it out. And then down here we put the 110 in the front, and now we would actually integrate. So first we would take, let's take 30, and we would plug a 30 into the t, and that would give us 4,431.27. Then we have to subtract what we would get from plugging the 20 into the t, which would get us 2,545.53. So once you subtract those two numbers, and you would multiply by 1/10, and it approximately comes out to 188.6 thousand people living in orange between 2030 and 2040. Now this next one is a simple function problem. We just want to find the average value of the function. F of x equals 6x plus 6x plus x squared plus 15 between x equals 0 and x equals 15. Start with our base function here, 6x plus x to the second plus 15. Then we have to make sure we have our x values, x equals 0, x equals 5. Our 0 is going to be the a value, and our 5 is going to be the b value, so it would be 1 over 5 minus 0. And then on the integral from 0 to 5, 6x plus x squared plus 15. And then we have to take the antiderivative of this, which would come out to 6x squared over 2 plus x cubed over 3 plus 15x. And then our fraction, our 1 over b minus a, turns into 1/5, because 5 minus 0 is 5. Then we just have to plug in, we'll start with the 5. So we do 5 squared times 6 divided by 2 plus 5 cubed divided by 3 plus 15 times 5, and that equates out to 191.66. Then we do the same thing with 0, and we plug it in. So 0 to the square root times 6 divided by 2, cube root of 0 divided by 3 plus 15 times 0 is 0. Then we would have to subtract those two numbers. So 191.66 minus 0 is 191.66, and then times the 1/5 from the front of our integral, and that leaves us with the average value of 38.33. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you have a better understanding of this concept.